welcome to the 23rd episode of Unstoppable Equestrian. I'm Danielle Pools from Dressage Plus, and I thought I would take some advice from my last video from last week, the time-saving video, and save some time and start recording this video as I walk up to the arena to go for a ride this morning. So, I wanted to share with you this week my experience that I've had over the last week where I crewed at a Tony Robbins event up in Sydney, Unleash the Power Within, and this event is held every year in Sydney, and I attended last year as a participant, and this year I went back and crewed, so volunteered my time to work with the participants and just see, I suppose, make sure they're getting what they need. Oh, the sun's in the way. Out of their day, their journey, and let's try and move that sun out of the way. It's a nice day at least today, and so yeah, my role as a crew member was to make sure participants were getting what they needed from the event and helping them stay motivated and in state and high energy, and just answering any questions they had. So it was a lot of fun, and I got so much more than I expected out of the event, so that was great. And one of my highlights was actually on the first night we do a fire walk, so walking over hot coal, and it's used as a metaphor to help people face something that they're fearful about or scared of, because most people are nervous to walk over hot coal because of the fact that you could burn your feet. And so the metaphor is to face something you're fearing and take action anyway and step up and say yes. And the whole night is based around Tony Robbins teaching the participants how to get into state and how to really, I suppose, change your state and get into that confidence, yes, I can achieve it, so that you can take that first step onto the coal. My role that night was to catch the people as they took their last step off the coal, so that was a really cool position to be standing in. As they bowl through across the coal, would grab them as they step off the coal and get them to stop and wipe their feet, because sometimes coal can be left on the bottom of your feet, and then that's when it really does burn. So they wipe their feet on some grass and then celebrate, and that was the best part. And it was just such a great experience to watch them standing at the base of the coal before they took their first step, and the leader that was there helping them get into state and stay motivated and confident would psych them up a little bit. And some people just had it. They had put themselves in state, they stepped up and they could walk straight away, and you could just see the confidence in them. Whereas other people were a little bit more nervous, a little bit more scared of the hot coal and what it could do to them. And maybe they were focusing on an event in their life that they've, I suppose, facing fears towards at the moment, and they're not stepping up in that area of their life. So the coal kind of really puts it in your face and makes you realize that you've got to step up in those times and say yes and take action, even if you're feeling scared or nervous. And to see them transform and take that first step and walk on the coal was just, it's just a nice feeling to watch people have breakthroughs, and some more than others. So that's been my highlight over the last week. I've had a pretty exciting week. But what I really wanted to share with you is the definition of courage. And Tony Robbins talked about this on that night, and he said his definition of courage is feeling shit scared and still taking action, still pushing through. And so courage doesn't mean that you're brave and you have it all together and you're super confident. Courage just means that you're shitting yourself, but you can still step up and you still take action. And the definition in the diary of what courage is it's the ability to do something that frightens you. So it really was a kind of a good reminder to me that, hey, I don't need to be this rider that never gets scared, that never faces fears or nerves in my riding. It's not about that at all. If we're going to keep growing and pushing ourselves out of our comfort zone, we will be facing those fears. We will face performance nerves as we move up the levels and out of our comfort zone and out of the unknown. So it was just a good reminder that it's not about never feeling that feeling in your tummy, never feeling sick or concerned. It is actually about feeling that and having the courage, backing yourself to go, yes, I can do this, stepping up, taking that first step on the hot coals and pushing through those fears. And what actually happens then when you take that first step and get that courage in your body, it turns to bravery. And when you're feeling brave, if you take enough steps feeling brave, it'll then turn to confidence. And once we're feeling confident, it'll then expand our comfort zone. So we move up to the next level in our riding. So it really is important to, when you're faced with those times where you're feeling nervous or fearful, remind yourself that, hey, I don't need to get rid of this fear, I just need to feel courage and step up and do it anyway. So that was, I suppose, a little breakthrough for myself over the weekend, just hearing it put that way. And I wanted to share it with you. So I'd love for you to share in the comments below any maybe little breakthrough you've had in your riding, where past events where you've felt nervous or you felt fearful in something you're doing in your riding, maybe getting on a naughty horse or a competition, or just doing something new in your riding. And I'd love you to share how you, or what the event was and how you found that courage to step up and say yes and bring on that bravery and get that confidence you needed to go through that ride. So it'd be really powerful to share that with everyone, because we do need to stop and think about times in our riding in the past when we've been able to flip around from nerves and fears into confidence and courage, and remind ourselves of those times so that we know that, yeah, we can. Sometimes we're not always feeling confident and not always feeling like we've got much courage within us, but it's just important to go, yeah, I have in the past, and that means I can do it again. So I hope you have a great week and enjoy facing any fears that come up this week for you, and really taking the courage and taking that first step and pushing through it and just taking action. Have a great week, guys, and I'll see you next week. Bye.